The first thing that hits you isn't the view. That comes a split second later. And it hits you like a physical force. But the very first thing is the air. It's thin and clean and tastes of cold stone and ancient ice. I'm standing on a narrow gravel path, somewhere between Männlichen and Klein Scheidegg in the Jungfrau region. My lungs are working a little harder than usual. A gentle reminder that I'm over 7,000 feet above the world I know. To my left, the valley floor is a miniature masterpiece of emerald green, dotted with wooden chalets that look like they've been placed there by a careful giant. To my right, to my right is the Eiger. Its north face isn't just a wall of rock. It's a legend, a raw, terrifying, and achingly beautiful piece of geology. It's so massive, so immediate, that my brain struggles to process the scale. I had come to Switzerland with a plan. A meticulously highlighted, cross-referenced, hour-by-hour itinerary. I was going to conquer the Alps. I'd see this peak, ride that train, hike that trail. Day one was a blur of efficiency. I was ticking boxes, capturing photos. But I felt a strange sense of detachment. I was seeing asterisk everything, but I wasn't feeling asterisk it. This hike was supposed to be the jewel in the crown. It's an easy, panoramic trail, but I was treating it like a commute. Head down, focused on getting to the destination for my pre-planned lunch. And then, I heard it, a sound cutting through the whisper of the wind. The gentle, melodic clanging of a cowbell. I looked down and saw a herd of brown and white cows grazing on a slope so steep it defied gravity. I stopped. I just stopped. I found a weathered wooden bench. They're everywhere in Switzerland. A silent invitation to pause. And I sat. For the first time on my trip. I put my phone away. I didn't take a picture. I just sat there, listening to the cowbells and the wind. I watched a marmot scurry between rocks. I felt the sun, surprisingly strong at this altitude, warm my face. I noticed the tiny, resilient alpine flowers, purple and yellow, pushing up through the gravel. In that 20 minutes on a random bench, the Swiss Alps finally opened up to me. The grandeur wasn't just in the peaks. It was in the silence between the gusts of wind. In the taste of the water from my bottle. In the feeling of being a tiny, insignificant, and yet perfectly placed speck in this colossal landscape. That moment changed my entire trip. And it's the heart of the advice I give to anyone who wants to visit. So, if you're planning a trip, here's my story translated into practical advice. My advice for your alpine adventure: 1. Embrace the Swiss travel system. But don't worship the schedule. The Swiss Travel Pass is your golden ticket. It covers trains, buses, boats, and gives you discounts on most mountain railways. The system is a marvel of punctuality. But don't let that efficiency turn you into a robot. See a beautiful town from the train window that wasn't on your list. Hop off. The next train will be along in an hour. The freedom to be spontaneous is the system's greatest gift. 2. Layers are not a suggestion. They are a religion. I once started a hike in a t-shirt, sweating under a brilliant sun, and ended it an hour later in a fleece, a rain jacket, and a beanie as a cloud rolled in and the temperature dropped 15 degrees. The weather changes with terrifying speed. Pack layers you can easily add or shed. A moisture-wicking base layer, a fleece or mid-layer, and a waterproof, windproof outer shell. You will use all of them, sometimes in the same afternoon. 3. Look up, but also look down. Yes, the Matterhorn, the Eiger, and the Jungfrau will take your breath away. But the magic is also in the details. Notice the intricate woodwork on a 200-year-old chalet. Identify the wildflowers along the trail. Watch the cheese-making process in a local Alpcasseret. The grand vistas are the backdrop, but the small details are the story. 4. Pack a, just in case, picnic. My best meals were not in fancy restaurants. They were on a mountainside, with a loaf of fresh bread, a wedge of local Gruyere cheese, and a bar of Kaya chocolate, all bought from a village company op that morning. It's cheaper, it's delicious, and it means you can have lunch in the most spectacular dining room in the world, whenever and wherever you find the perfect bench. 5. The weather is the real tour guide. Your plans mean nothing to the clouds. Before you spend a fortune on a gondola to a high peak, check the live webcams if the top is shrouded in fog. Don't go. That's a perfect day to explore a lower altitude valley. Walk along a turquoise lake like Brienz or Thun, or visit a museum in Interlaken or Lucerne. Flexibility is key to avoiding disappointment. Asterisk in the end, my meticulously planned itinerary ended up in the recycling bin of my hotel room. My new plan was simple. Wake up, check the weather, and follow the beauty. You don't go to the Swiss Alps to conquer them. You go to let them conquer you. To let them silence your inner monologue and replace it with the sound of a distant cowbell and the whisper of the wind. The greatest souvenir you'll bring home isn't a watch or a chocolate box. It's that profound, humbling sense of peace. And trust me, it lasts a lot longer.